Don't use Zillow in Canada. Zillow is the #1 website in the US for the public to use in order to search for homes on the MLS. However, if you live in Canada, I want to let you know that using Zillow is not your best option, and it may actually cost you money in the long run. Before I get into that though, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a single Canadian real estate update. And remember to hit that like button. Some people have asked me if them hitting the like button really helps, and I have to say yes, it really does. You see, YouTube actually uses the like button as a measure to measure this information to see if it's good info to then pass out to more people through the algorithm. We have a tiny little channel here, but as an example, one of my videos recently received 156 likes, and as a result was viewed more than 4,300 times by amazing YouTubers like yourself. So please hit that like button and get this information out to other Canadians who are also interested in real estate. And I wanted to thank you very much for doing your part and hitting that like button. Okay, Zillow. Zillow is a website that successfully consolidated much of the US MLS data into one amazing user-friendly website. You see, in the US before Zillow, searching for properties was difficult. Let's start off with the fact that there are some number over 1.3 million members of NAR, the National Association of Realtors. Then there are more than 50 states, each with their own way of doing business. Next, within NAR and those states, you have something like 1,600 plus different real estate boards just to make things even more difficult. NAR helps govern the MLS system, or multiple listing service. And just to make it even more confusing, some systems are completely independent of NAR with no oversight whatsoever, most notably MLS PIN. So are you confused? Well, don't worry. So was everyone else looking in the States for property, because with all of these boards and associations and the MLS systems, the public had to search endlessly online to find properties in over a bazillion million websites.
If only there was a better way.
Well, enter Zillow.com. Zillow started in 2006, and by 2011, they had joined Yahoo and created the largest real estate advertising network to date. They did a great job of getting all those properties listed by all those, let's call it 1.3 million NAR members, onto one platform, creating a one-stop shop for American homebuyers. And eventually, sellers too, with their platform's estimates that helps you as a homeowner identify market value of your property just by looking online. So of course, what happens to our neighbors down south happens to us here in Canada. Zillow entered the market in 2018 by partnering with Century 21 Canada, and has began listing Canadian properties on their website as well. However, there is one small issue that Zillow and many other companies entering the Canadian market seem to either ignore or fail to acknowledge correctly when they set up shop. You see, Canada has a much more centralized and organized system of real estate than our Yankee friends to the south. We have our own version of NAR in something called CREA, the Canadian Real Estate Association. And CREA has a distinct advantage. CREA actually owns something called REALTOR.ca, and REALTOR.ca is the biggest reason that you should never shop on Zillow in Canada. REALTOR.ca, owned by CREA and therefore by all the agents in Canada, contains all of the MLS listings already. Now, the US has something similar in Realtor.com, but Realtor.com is owned by News Corp in California, a private company. And unfortunately, Realtor.com either didn't or wasn't able to gather every single MLS listing in the States onto one platform, and therefore opening the door for a huge company like Zillow with massive financial backing to take hold across the country. But not in Canada. Realtor.ca has all of the MLS listings because the members of the real estate boards are part of CREA, and CREA owns Realtor.ca. So you already have a one-stop shop in Canada. And in fact, if you're searching on Zillow for properties, you are likely missing some. However, Zillow, like many other of its competitors, got smart to this idea, and they actually became a brokerage in Canada themselves. Even if they don't sell any homes, they have the right to advertise most of the MLS listings through something called reciprocity. So now it's up to you as a buyer of real estate to choose whether you have a better experience on Zillow or Realtor.ca. Well, let me make an argument for why Realtor.ca is a better option. And that argument is your very own hard-earned dollar. You see, Zillow is free for you to use, as is Realtor.ca, but Zillow's business model is to take your information and sell it back to the agents who are already a part of CREA. They have a few different business models, but basically, when you're using a site for free, you yourself become the commodity and then you are sold to the agents. In the States, it is not uncommon for agents to spend, I've heard $1,800 to $3,500 every single month to advertise on Zillow and get leads that come from that platform. Yes, when you enter in your name and phone number on Zillow and ask the agent for more information about the property, you might reach the listing agent, or your information might be basically sold to another agent who hopes that they can earn your business. This cost of acquiring these leads then goes into the agent's budget in order to operate their business, and the cost to acquire a new client becomes much higher. What happens to a business when their cost to acquire new business rises? Well, the business must eventually increase their prices or risk going out of business altogether. Also, Zillow and other companies like it even charge other agents to get their properties at the top of the list of homes being searched. In comparison, Realtor.ca doesn't highlight some of the properties over others. It creates an even playing field, making sure that you see the properties that best fit your criteria, not just the ones with the largest advertising budgets. Therefore, in Canada, when you're using Zillow, you're actually contributing for the need for realtors to increase their fees, believe it or not, in order to keep the lights on. Who pays their fees? Well, you do. You're involved in the transaction of real estate, so you're the one, whether you're buying or selling, you are involved in getting the agents paid. Going back to Realtor.ca, since the site is actually owned by all of the realtors and contains all of listings, there is no selling of your information. That's right. Realtor.ca is not charging the realtors to run the site. It's actually a small nominal fee already in their membership dues. And the best part is, if you reach out to an agent via Realtor.ca, your message will go right to that agent themselves and not to another agent who is willing to bid up and pay a fee just to try and earn your business. You will be connected with the listing agent, and the listing agent should have the most and best information about the property, as you know, they are the actual the person who is dealing directly with the seller. But why then does Zillow get so much action on their website? Well, in reality, they provide a very user-friendly interface that makes a better experience for the public. Better experience means that the public is more likely to use it, and therefore they get a larger market share. And unfortunately, in the past, realtors and organized real estate have enjoyed being the gatekeepers of information, meaning that they purposefully don't give you all of the information online. You'll have to call them or reach out by email to get the info, and then the agent themselves actually have a better chance of converting you, the lead, into new business. But thankfully, that kind of 1980s style of doing business is starting to go out of style. And even Realtor.ca has made great leaps over the last couple of years in providing a better user experience online. So if you're searching for homes in Canada, I highly recommend using Realtor.ca over top of Zillow or any other platform for that matter. But remember, it's a very good chance that when you hire an agent, they'll be able to provide you with even better paid sites that they provide then to their clients, kind of like a back end system. Paid sites are always better than any free sites because you're going to get more information because someone is paying for them. And this just highlights another reason why you should involve early on a professional when you are searching for properties, no matter where you're searching. If you are searching for a property in Surrey, BC, or the Fraser Valley, please reach out in the comments below. We would absolutely love to help you. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button. It helps get this information out to more people. And also, please remember to click subscribe, hit that notification bell. It really helps the channel.